Hi, I'm Tim Green. You may not know who I am, but someday you will. Why is that? I'm the next J.K. Rowling. Duh. What's up, my fellow scribe? Tim here. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second video in my series of my Word of the Year, a quarter video series. With that word being failure. I'm examining my past biggest failures, so, well, I don't make them again. And I thought I'd take you along on my journey. Oh boy, are we starting with a big one. The biggest failure I've ever made, and that was truly believing I was the next J.K. Rowling. I know, right? This idea you're the next great writer like Stephen King, Jonathan Grisham, Stephanie Miles, J.K. Rowling. An issue with new writers. They think their novel, their first ever novel, is going to break the mold for their genre. Why? I don't know. For me, I was just kind of happy that I completed a story. Up to this point, I've never been able to flesh out an idea to completion. Plus, my novel, was based on another author's novel that broke out, but just placed in modern times. Shadowmancer by J.P. Taylor is a Christian YA novel that broke out around the time Harry Potter 5 was published. It's an angels versus demons story, good versus evil, set in 18th century England. I thought, cool, but this needs to be set in present day. Me being the idiot I was, whatever. I thought my novel was going to be a secular novel, also break out, and lead people to Jesus. Oh, I should probably mention, this was back when I was a devoted Christian. As much as this has been a problem for new writers, when I started writing, the amount of information on how to write a novel wasn't as prevalent on the web as it is today. Thanks to this change, this issue isn't as big for new writers anymore. It also helps it's been a while since J.K. Rowling went from zero to billionaire. So why was this a failure? I would walk across my campus from the dorms to the on-campus cafe to write, and I would fantasize about all these interviews I would do as a brilliant new author, bestseller, on his first novel, and still in his early 20s. I would rather think about my future success versus actually writing, or preparing for that future success by creating distractions for myself. Another part of fantasizing about how you make it big, you kind of pick that project that you're working on, and because of this, that project becomes the one you have to publish first. A fantasy that you constantly live in makes it harder to face reality. Anything that makes it seem like that fantasy may not turn out or come true causes you to panic. I don't know, maybe look at your book and look for something to fix, like changing the point of view you're writing in, first person to third person, instead of the actual problem with the book. It was simply easier to live in a dream world than the real one. My belief of being a great author, while it caused problems for me, it also motivated me to push through the rough patches. Couldn't figure out the story direction? Needing to write. Learning what I don't know. There's nothing wrong with believing in yourself. It can be a great driving force. You just gotta keep it in check. I still very much believe I'm going to be a New York Times best-selling author. However, I'm focused on putting the work in to make that reality versus fantasizing about it. I could go into more detail, but this summarizes up pretty well. So, have you ever fallen into this trap? Let me know down below. You made it to the end of this video, so why don't you go and smash that like button and subscribe. So, is Save the Cat by Blake Snyder worth the hype? Click the video to my right to check out my review. Thank you for watching. Bye.